you're looking at the outside world and you see your success and you see maybe some people who don't necessarily have a form of success that they can identify with, how do you feel about seeing sometimes there's people out there who aren't enjoying what you're enjoying?
It's really sad. It's really sad to see where our society has gone to because we have come to a place whereby society has been pushed into artificial kinds of lifestyle, social media, influencers, and everything that is bringing up a fake world, which most people have adopted, and it has given more pressure to try and catch up. And in the process, they lose the basis, they lose the foundation for real life experience. And therefore, they end up building houses, building marriages, building relationships that are not stable, relationships that become harmful rather than a blessing unto them. Therefore, that gives me a lot of pain. And actually, that is one of the reasons that I give myself fully to be able to intervene and be able to come with solutions that will be able to help women, those who are struggling in terms of choosing right and be able to do the right thing. Because choosing right becomes a very key a beginner and foundation towards experiencing success in your relationship and marriage. So that's what I do. That's what I'm committed to do, sir. And yes, I'm in for it.
Stephen, where were you 15 years ago in my life, my friend?
Well, all is not lost. At any stage of life, you have the power. There is power to be able to turn our situations around. We can make correct decisions that will be able to help and ignite our life to be able to experience better in our future, be it in our current marriage or in our journey of pursuit for lasting love. So I am here. I am here. Yeah, no regrets.
For me, I was about 20 years old when I first thought about getting married. And the young lady at the time, we had the conversation. I met her parents, she met my parents, very old school, right? You get the blessing of the
Right,
parents.
right.
And for me, the goal was as soon as we finished school, like college, university, we're going to get married. And it seemed as soon as we had that conversation where we met each other's parents, everything changed. Like the relationship went from maybe its highest point to one of its lowest points. And I look back and I think maybe our perception of the relationship changed because now we're viewing it instead of just two people dating, we're viewing it as two people who could date to get married. Do you notice that happening with some of the clients you deal with where things seem to be going okay, but once they start to look at the relationship in a different manner, then they begin to think, I don't know if I can do this.
Terrain timing is very important. Timing is very important because sometimes you may rush into a relationship and you find a lady or as a lady you find a gentleman early on in life, and before you actually get to a place of growth to understand what life is by itself or even understand the commitment for marriage, what it really means, it becomes a challenge for you to commit to a relationship or a permanent, a committed relationship without really coming to that place of self-awareness. Because like for you, my understanding based on what I'm hearing is that you entered into a commitment and went on faster to make it even official, meeting even the parents. But later on, you came to discover you are people who are in different paths, coming to realize yourself, coming to discover yourself, and you realize you're no longer compatible. So it's important for people to take time and know themselves, and that's why in my program, as in my desire and my purpose for helping women and even actually men is to be able to help them have a clear identity of who they truly are. Because when you have a clarity and an identity of who you truly are, then it becomes easier to identify that which is compatible with you, including a partner. That's it.
So so what are some of the commonalities that maybe are impacting women to not see things as clearly as maybe they should?
There is clarity about who they are, who they are in terms of their values. What do they stand for? In terms of their belief system, what do they believe? Because values and principles once they are well crafted and you know what you stand for, then it becomes very easy for you to be able to stand and make a decision that will be able to inform you and empower you to be able to progress. Otherwise, when you don't have clarity around that identity, women have had confusion. Some have fallen for men, basically just because of materials. Others because of wealth. Others because of a car, of a car that somebody's driving, or a big house. But there is more that meets the eye when it comes to relationship, because this is doing life together, is bigger and better and greater than the face value that we normally look at situations. And therefore, it's important to value the internal aspects of who we truly are, because those internal aspects are the ones that are the foundation that ensures the entire building is held together. Is held together, Terrain.
So would this be values that are, let's say, internal to the person? So I'll give you an example. So for me, I know what kind of values that I want. I want to be a man that is outstanding, that is upright, that is morally successful, that will do the right thing 9 times out of 10? Or is this values that I want my relationship to be a part of, meaning that me and that woman are going to discuss how we're going to raise the children, if there's children, how we're going to conduct ourselves? Is it
You
one or
see,
the other or a combination?
I think it starts with you. And my emphasis is that it must start with you first. Once you have a clear identity in terms of your values, you are able to identify your passions and from identifying your passions, you identify your purpose. And once you find your purpose becomes your North Star, your guiding light. It makes everything that you do. It actually dictates every other engagement. It dictates where you go to. It dictates the places you visit. It dictates the kind of friends that you allow close to you. It dictates everything, including your career, interestingly. And when you are clear about yourself, and this is dictating everything, then it becomes easier for you to attract the right kind of people that you are compatible with. Because values, when you have certain values and certain identity, and you're clear about the direction where you're going, you will find you attracting people who value what they see. They see your authenticity and they value it and respect it. And they cherish that. Therefore, you are able to find compatible partners more easily when it is more clear on you. So the work is mostly on you rather than on the other person first. So once you have clarity on yourself, then it becomes more like easy to attract the right kind of person around you. And that makes it easier. That makes it life more easier in terms of even making a choice for a partner.